All right. Yes, dear ones. And this is Tara. And what a pleasure it is to be with you this evening. Certainly so. We took a moment to connect more deeply with higher selves, with souls and spirits, so that this evening can be what these evenings are about for you: more growth, more expansion, more love, more light, recognizing who you truly are and what you bring to this universe that is your creation. Even as you are only conscious of a small part you play, the truth of the matter is that your soul is bringing forth in each experience you have more of what you require for your journey to expand who you are. For that is your desire. It is your desire that is leading this charge, so to speak, this experience that is a physical experience of the more of who you truly are. In the physicality, you are connecting with earth consciousness, certainly so, through this vehicle that is your body. This physical body has a part to play, for it helps you move through time and space in a particular way. It also reflects back to you immediate feedback on your experience, so that if you have an ache or a pain, it causes you to ask, what's going on here? What am I focused on? What needs attention? And what is my intention? Where is my focus at the moment? And how can I shift reality? For you are here to show your work. You are here to show that journey that you are on of becoming more conscious as you already are. There are greater states of consciousness awaiting you, for you are moving more information from the subconscious and the unconscious minds into the conscious mind, where you have choice. And as we have often referred to the teachings that Lazarus began, and before that, even Seth as well, and perhaps others before them, that the future creates the present against the backdrop of the past. You may not have been aware that that backdrop is as malleable as the future. The future is unknown to you until you step into it. And the backdrop can be as mutable. The backdrop serves the future you are choosing at any given time. And so if you want to know where you are heading, absolutely you can check on what are your memories, what are your inclinations, your attitudes about the past, what is your perspective that comes from that backdrop. However, you are at a point now in your journey where working directly with that optimal future is more important, more relevant to who you are becoming. In order to be free to do so, your child must be the free child. Your adolescent must be the curious adolescent. They cannot be left behind. The backdrop that is your optimal future self's backdrop is a backdrop of a free child, a magical child, a curious adolescent. Not the past that you have experienced, not to diminish the value of that past that you were born into and then experienced increment by increment on your journey of coming home, was relevant to the work that you came in to do, the issues you came to heal, not just in this lifetime, but in all your lifetimes. However, there is no need to hold on to those events. When they are healed, you can be more neutral, we would like to say, or they disappear altogether, depending on what those events were and how meaningful they are to who you're becoming. Those that you remember today are those events that still have value for you in some way. As you restore from the shadow, the dark shadow specifically, those aspects of self, those qualities, those characteristics that you set aside, that you put down, or that you broke off in the shame, in the pain, in the fear, or the doubt, or the worry. As you have been restoring those pieces, as you have been receiving the gifts from your dark shadow, you have become more whole, more complete. And as you understand, now the receiving from the light shadow is at hand. That work with the optimal future self introduces you more consciously to the light shadow aspect that gifts you energies that are needed in the future you are creating, but that are not related to your past. And so you stand whole and complete with your own past, with your current past, ready to receive something brand new, something that is required for the next expansion, something that allows you to be more conscious, more aware, more willing, more loving, more attuned to the more of you. The connection with higher self becomes paramount. Communion with soul becomes accessible. Awareness of spirit gathering energies for the next reality you are creating becomes assured. And in this being, this you that is currently here with us this evening, whether you are very conscious of this you or somewhat conscious, or perhaps not at all conscious, wondering, where am I supposed to be? What has happened that I am stuck in the past? The important thing is not to judge where you are, but simply to be aware of who you are being in this moment, and to remember it is a choice away to shift your state of being, to be open to something new is a mere choice away. So let's do a meditation, not to focus on the past so much, perhaps to check in on the child and the adolescent, and to experience the free child briefly and the curious adolescent briefly before moving to that optimal future, to gather energy. And perhaps the light shadow will be there to gift you something new. And so just find your comfortable position and lean back or lie down. Gently close your eyes as you prepare to enter an altered state of mind we call meditation. Breathing in a gentle breath of relaxation. On the exhale, release the stress and strain from your day. Breathing in more relaxation. Allow the energy to fill you. Allow that relaxation to flow easily and effortlessly where it needs to go. To relax a muscle or a tension, or to just restore a flow of energy from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. As you gently breathe in more relaxation, the cells respond, drinking in that energy. For embedded in the relaxation is a sense of well-being, a gentle peace. That is your nature. That is part of who you are. When you feel completely safe and secure, and when you feel that you belong, You can relax and just let that relaxation fill you. The relaxation comes from beyond even your auric field, a gift from higher self. Allow that energy to flow gently where it needs to go as you feel the muscles relax at the back of your neck and your shoulders, down your spinal column, down your arms and out your fingertips. The energy flows. Let the relaxation flow past your diaphragm down into your belly area. And just let that relaxation continue past your hips and down your legs, all the way out your toes. And as you continue to breathe in and out, relax more and more. We will count from 10 to 1. With each descending number, you'll go deeper and deeper. Breathing gently in and out. Feel the peace that flows within you as it relaxes that last little bit of tension. We will count from 10 to 1. At the count of 1, you'll find yourself in your safe place. Your safe place may be a beautiful place in nature or a room of your own design. Familiar, beautiful, and safe. And so we count 10, 9, 8, going deeper, letting go. 7, 6, 5. Begin to sense safety around you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You are there in your safe place. Feel the tingles on the soles of your feet as the earth energy rises up to greet you, swirling around you and within you, grounding you in safety. As you open your mental eyes, see what safety is made of for you. Notice the light of day or night. Let it be your favorite time. Sense the colors and the sounds of safety. As you move about your safe place, notice the boundary, near or far. Wherever it is, it enhances your sense of safety. And notice the beautiful objects you've placed there in safety. A crystal, a mantle of magic, a staff of power, symbols or sigils, a message from your dreamer, a blueprint from your Syrian magician. Touch this or that to connect more deeply with safety. Perhaps a familiar joins you, a part of safety. Invite your higher self to join you in your safe place. And there at the edge of safety, a beautiful being of light appears. Or perhaps your higher self comes in personified form, familiar to you. As you approach each other in greeting, feel the love the unconditional love your higher self has for you. As your heart opens wide, your mind expands in the presence of higher self. Feel that comfort. Just allow the love to change you in this moment. Your higher self wants to assure that you have the most beautiful experience of your optimal future self today. And so your higher self brings forth your inner child. Allow your inner child to be a peek into their world, perhaps, or a memory. Whatever comes, do not judge it. It can be something painful from the past, but it need not be. It can be a view into the reality of your free child, your magical child. Just allow whatever comes. If there's work to be done, your higher self will take charge with your permission. There's a comfort that is needed, nurturing, whatever, to just be held. Your little child will tell you what they need. And turn to higher self and say, help free my child from this event, from this moment in time and space. And your higher self will bring them to their new reality. Idyllic, of course. It is what they would prefer. And since it is their choice, let them choose a new reality if that is needed. They're already well settled in. Allow them to be free to dream, to express themselves, to explore, to love in their way. And if it is the magical child that has appeared, allow them to work some magic for you as well. And feel the delight of knowing your child is safe, has what they need, shares the higher self that you know so well. And so they are in good hands always. And when you feel that sense of peace that comes from knowing your inner child is safe, return your attention to safety, there with higher self once more. And your higher self says, let's check on the adolescent as well. Now, before you, you may see a wounded adolescent who needs something, a comfort, a knowing they belong. Or it may be the curious adolescent already healed, already exploring the world, adventuring, knowing that their dreams and visions matter. Whichever is before you, take time to be with your adolescent and turn to higher self. Your higher self knows what they need. Doesn't need to even be told. They share. Your adolescent shares the higher self that you have. Let your higher self comfort them if that's what's needed. Or allow yourself to explore their version of reality, for they have magic as well. And in their curiosity, they expand reality. Let them show you who they are. And enjoy this moment Let it be precious. Let it be important as it is to them. They are aware you are their future, but they also are aware of the optimal future that stands before you. And let them share a bit of what they know, what they see, what they contribute to that optimal future. And when they are complete, they do not hesitate to say goodbye. They are ready to go play with friends or create something new. And so you return to safety, to your safe place with higher self, your attention fully there, just you and higher self now. The next step is entirely for you and requires a journey beyond safety. And so allow your higher self to guide you onto a path. As you step across the boundary, you feel a change in the energy. As you leave safety, there is an excitement that comes from journeying with higher self, a different kind of safety. You know that it all will go well, that there will be elegance and ease on this journey because you are accompanied by your higher self. And just walk the path with them, perhaps side by side, perhaps half a step behind, so that you can wander, your mind can wander, and you can review the terrain as you walk with higher self. Your higher self begins to tell you a bit about where you are heading. There is a need to gather some energies. It is often the case. And so you will be visiting a place where you can gather before going through a portal to meet with your optimal future self. These are the workings of magic: the gathering, the integrating, the transforming, all part of your magic. A ritual, in a sense. And so you're going to find yourself in the terrain that provides the elements that you need. Allow yourself to be engaged. Perhaps the path drops down to a sandy beach where gentle waves lap the shore, and you can't help but put your bare feet in the water as you look out to the horizon and experience the sea of possibility. It seems as though anything is possible. You can't really decide which one you want yet. It's as though you have to explore many possibilities first. And so just stand there and drink in the view. Allow your mind to relax as you look out into the distance. At a certain point, your higher self gets your attention with a gentle touch or a whisper. It says, "Look, there's a bonfire burning bright on the beach." And you turn to look yourself, and there, certainly so, a large bonfire beckoning you to gather a fire. As you make your way, you feel the warmth of the flame, but you do not fear it, for it is what you need. You need that passion, that powerful creativity that comes from this flame. as the flames dance with color. As you reach your hands towards the fire, not into the fire, but towards it, a single flame lands on your palm. It does not burn you, it simply dances there. And you invite the fire into you. It leaps into whatever chakra it needs it most. And just reach to the fire and gather another flame until you have gathered all that is needed to balance your energy, to ignite a spark of passion. Perhaps that passion is in your second chakra where you would expect it. Perhaps it was in your third chakra to heighten your range of emotion. Perhaps it is in your heart so that you can lead with compassion. Perhaps it is in your third eye to spark new visions. Do not judge where it goes. Just pay attention. Each chakra has meaning, and you are well aware of those meanings. Your higher self will help you if you ask. Your higher self is working their magic to integrate that fire into you, transforming, transmuting, igniting. Perhaps you did not land at the beach, but instead found yourself climbing a zigzag path up a mountain. You love this exercise, the strength it takes, the difference in the resonance as you climb higher with higher self. It is an easy path. And so you make your way very quickly to the top, to the plateau at the top. And when you arrive, the air greets you. And you spread your arms wide to gather of air, to lift your spirit, to ignite the joy, the freedom that is part of air. And as you look out in all directions, gives you oversight, a sense that you can see, even in the smallest details, the bigger picture. And so just stand, you and higher self, as you let that air lift you higher. You are not going to fly away. You are well tethered to the earth that supports you beneath your feet. However, your spirit is lifted, and just feel that joy, feel that freedom. And know that the air is integrating beautifully into your chakra centers. Perhaps you found yourself instead walking into a sacred grove. And the moment you enter, there is a beautiful hush. And in that hush, an invitation to commune. For as you settle down and listen more keenly than ever before, you sense the whispers of the ancient ones who are calling you by name to gather with them at the heart of the grove in a clearing. You and higher self are being guided step by step to join these ancients, to gather of earth in communion. You feel the roots before the information comes. You sense the connections, the complexity and beauty of this place. You are welcome. Allow yourself to feel your heart drink in communion, to open to love that has no words, only exists in your perceptions. It is in between the words. Let it fill you with a knowing that you belong, that you are part of something more. And feel the earth energy rising from the ground, adding to your stability, traveling up your spine all the way to the top of your crown, grounding you and connecting you in a beautiful way. Perhaps you found yourself descending down into a beautiful valley, so colorful with flowers and a babbling brook that guides you to a beautiful waterfall of rainbows. The sun hits the mist just so. Just as you approach, the rainbows appear as though you have called them forth. And let the light and the water that becomes a mist fill you with a sense of peace, a cooling sensation, a calming gentleness that is needed right now. Let the mist soak into your skin and provide that beautiful balance, that calming energy. And if you feel you need more than the mist can provide, enter the pool and submerge and drink in the beautiful water, feeling the silky water on your skin. There is magic in this pool that provides so much balance. And in the depths of the pool, it's easier to access your dreams and your unconscious. Let the beautiful dreams come forward. The dreams from your higher self, the dreams from your soul, and from God and Goddess. Drink them in to your very being. And when you are full, you simply lift to the surface, buoyant, at peace, and emerge from the pool cleansed. You need not know what you released, but it is as though a barrier has been lifted. And so wherever you are, at bonfire, at mountaintop, in sacred grove, or near the pool, the reflection pool, your higher self says there's one more step. This is just the preparation. Are you ready? And when you're ready, simply nod, and your higher self opens a portal to the future. Perhaps as you walk through the portal, you have to climb a bridge into the unknown. Perhaps you simply transport yourself into the future, towards the light that is your optimal future the light that where your optimal future self awaits you, pulling you forward like a tractor beam. Perhaps you have to step carefully, stone by stone, across a waterway to make your way to the other side. And you do. It is so easy because you are being called forth to meet with your optimal future self. However, you get there, just know that you are on track and you have your higher self's guidance as well. If you want the journey to be quicker, ask your higher self to make it so, with harm to none, with elegance, with ease. And as you journey forward, following the beam of light that leads you to that optimal future self, you get closer and closer and notice that your optimal future looks so much like you. And yet, there's a difference. There's a lightness of being in that you. There's a warmth that comes from the heart, a caring, a compassion that draws you in immediately. You feel safe. You know it is you after all, and yet you are transformed. There's peace within you in this future. And that you welcomes you with open arms. Allow yourself to hold hands or to be embraced, whatever is comfortable for you. It need not be anything you wouldn't normally welcome. And so just exchange welcomes. Tell them you heard their call. You knew that they were inviting you to join them in the future. And they looked delighted that you had heard. See how much you have grown, that you can hear them now. For so long, they have been sending you messages. Sometimes you hear them, and sometimes not, but they continue to make an effort, helping to guide you on your journey that they have already taken. But there's something more that you need at this time, something they received along the way that made the difference. And they invite your higher self to call forth your soul. Perhaps there's a ritual that you do to call upon soul. Or if not, see your soul descend from a single star above. Matters not if it is daylight, that star is still brighter than the sky above. A single beam of light descends through Sirius. And on that beam of light, your soul travels and emerges before you. Perhaps in personified form if you have welcomed your soul in that way before, or perhaps as a being of light, whatever is comfortable for you. Your soul is so much more than what can be represented here. You know that to be so. And yet you feel that sense of love, unconditional love. You feel a sense of home, a sense of eternity. And just let it open you. Let it fill your senses. And your soul brings forth your light shadow. Perhaps your light shadow comes all in white, the opposite of your dark shadow. Perhaps it is a being of light, just like soul, and yet different somehow, more focused, more specific. And this light shadow comes towards you and reveals a gift. Hold out your hands to receive this gift that is needed for your next step. It may be a new belief about who you truly are. They may whisper it to you. They may present it on a scroll. They may write it on your hand. They may present you with a gift that has a metaphor, a dove of peace, a heart of gold, a hummingbird of joy, whatever is an important symbol to you that you recognize. This is what I need more of. This is the quality I want to enhance for my next step. This is what has been missing, and I didn't even realize it because it had nothing to do with my past. But now that I am heading to an optimal future, there's so much that I need. And ask for what you need. Ask for it to be with elegance and ease. Ask for it to be with harm to none. And receive the gifts that are right for you at this time. Your higher self is managing the process, understands when the process is complete. Because when it is, you feel complete. You feel as though you are full of new energy. You don't yet know what to do with it. Trust that it will be integrated as you sleep tonight. But now, when you look at optimal future, the optimal future self before you, you understand more of them. You are more aligned with their resonance. You are not the same because you have not yet had your journey, but you understand who you are becoming. Feel the gratitude that comes with understanding. And let yourself be enlightened. Become more light. In this process, you didn't notice, but your light shadow in your soul already receded back through Sirius. For their work was done for today. Your optimal future will be staying in the future while you and higher self travel back. Your higher self, with a snap of a finger, brings you back to the portal through which you journey. And there you stand at Ocean Beach, at Mountaintop, in Sacred Grove, or at Reflection Pool. Wherever you began, this is where you are. And now to return to safety. With a gentle touch, your higher self brings you back to safety. Let yourself be there. Does not need to take much time, for you are working magic here. And as you stand in safety, let this new resonance that you carry fill safety. Let the light and the love of soul fill your safe place. For you carry more than enough. You need not keep it in. Allow it to flow, to transform safety into something new for you, for who you are becoming. It's time to return. Your higher self says their goodbyes and moves to the edge of safety, knowing you will call upon them when you are ready. As you prepare to return to the here and now, at the count of 5, you will be back. We will count from 1 to 5. With each number, you will return a little bit more so that at the count of 5, you are fully alert and fully awake, back in the here and now. 1, 2, returning. 3, sense your fingers and your toes, wiggle them about a bit. 4, and 5. Open your eyes, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale to ground. Take a moment, breathing gently in and out. Rub your legs, your arms, or gently tap your forehead to get yourself back in your body. You went deeper than you know.